So guys, let me show you how to connect your 9Proxy IPS on your phone. Okay, so this video is going to be long, so make sure you stick to it and watch from the beginning to the end, because I'm going to show you how to sign up, how to redeem your CD key, and how to connect the 9Proxy IPS on your phone in two different ways. So make sure you stick to this video from the beginning to the end and don't skip any single part so that you won't miss any information. So before we existing subscribers, I'll say a big thank you to you guys for the support by watching, by liking, by sharing, and by also coming back every single time I drop video. Thank you so much for the support. So now let's continue. Before I show you guys how to sign up, let me quickly show you the two ways of proxy that we have here on 9Proxy, which is the gig and the IPS. So if I click here on the three line at the left hand side, you see down here that we have the gig and the IPS, the gig and the IPS. So if I click on the gig, you see that I have 0.31 GB left. Okay, and it is very easy to connect gig on your mobile phone. All right, but right now I'm going to show you how to connect your IPS on your mobile phone. 9Proxy IPS on your mobile phone. Okay, so now before that, I'm going to show you how to sign up, how to redeem your CD key, and how to connect. So now let's continue. All right, so click the link under the description of this video, okay, so that it will take you straight to this place. So once you are here, you are going to enter your email to sign up. Okay, so you're going to enter your email, then enter your password, then confirm the password, which is you are going to re-enter the password, then enter this code if this code is not here. The reason why you are going to enter this code is to be getting 15% commission whenever you purchase a Proxy. Okay, then once you are done, then you click on this checkbox, not a robot. Then after that, you now go down and click on create account. It will log you in. So I just log in my own exist account. All right, so that is why, as you can see, I'm having 10 IPS here. So in your own case, you'll be seeing 0. All right, so I have bought 10 IPS before. All right, so this is how to sign up on your 9Proxy. So if you want to buy Proxy, you can also contact me under the description of this video. You can message me to buy your CD key, your 9Proxy CD key. So now that we have created your account by going to your browser and type 9Proxy and sign up, or by clicking the link under the description of this video and sign up to 9Proxy, and you have created your account, the next thing now is to buy your CD key code and redeem, so that you'll be able to get your IPS here. In your own case, you'll be seeing 0. Okay, but in my own case, I'm having 10 just because I have bought the IPS CD key before and I have redeemed. So the next thing now is to get your CD key by reaching out to your vendor. You can also reach out to me. I do sell CD key Proxies. So now the next thing now is to buy. Once you have get your CD key from your vendor or from me, then you go straight to this three line at the left hand side at the top here. You click on the three line. So once you click on the three line, then you go down and click on share code. As you can see, this share code, you click on it. So once you click on it, then it will take you straight to this place, which is this interface. Then the CD key that you bought, then you are going to paste it here. Then once you paste it here, then the redeem code, which is here, will be highlighted. Then you now click on it, then it will show successful. Then your IPS will be added here. So in other hand, if it is GB that you buy or that you bought, then your gig will also increase or will be added here. So now let me get my IPS CD key and come back here and paste and redeem. So right now I've get my CD key of 10 IPS, okay, because the minimum IPS is 10. So I'm going to paste it here. Then I'm going to click on redeem code. Okay, so once I click on redeem code, you see that it is successful. Congratulations. Okay, success. Then I'm going to click on done. Then as you can see, 10 IPS have been added and I'm now having 20 IPS. So as simple as that. Okay, so make sure you reach out to your vendor or you reach out to me once you have created your 9 Proxy accounts. Okay, so that you'll be able to get your IPS. So once you have redeemed it and your IPS is showing here, maybe 10 or 20 or 30 or 100, it depends on how much IPS CDK that you bought. So once you have redeemed and it is showing like this, the next thing now is to connect and you have getting your IPS. So the next thing now is to go straight to your Play Store or your Apple Store and download this app. Okay, you're going to download this Super Proxy. Okay, then you open it. So once you open it, you display something like this. So the next thing now is to click on this add proxy. Okay, so you click on this add proxy. So once you click on add proxy, it will take you straight to this interface. So the next thing now is to give a random name to the profile name. Okay, so you can say UK proxy or USA proxy, any one of your choice. Then you leave this on SOX 5. Just leave it like that at SOX 5, which is the protocol. So now the next thing now you need server, the port, then the username and the password. Okay, before you can be able to connect. So now go back to your 9 Proxy. Okay, then you are going to click on this 3 line at the left hand side. Click on that 3 line. Then it will take you straight to this place. Then the next thing now is to click on your IPS. We are working on IPS, not the GB. So you click on it. Then once you click on it, it will take you straight to this place. Okay, so now your IPS is here. Maybe it's 10 or 20 or 30, depending on how many IPS that you bought. So the next thing now is to click on this Proxy to web. This new was not here before when they start making use of this Proxy, which is the IPS. So they just include this update. That's why, as you can see, it is showing new here at the top here. So they just added this feature. So now you click on that Proxy to web. So once you click on that Proxy to web, the next thing is to click on create proxies. Okay, so you're going to click on that. So once you click on that, it's going to show something like this. Then all you need to do now is to click on add new. Okay, so we're going to click on add new. So it's going to display something like this. So once you show something like this, then the next thing is to enter your username. So enter the username that you want to make use of. So I'm going to enter Ayozi 11. Then I'll come here and enter password. So once you create your password and your username, the next thing is to come down here. Then you click on this drop down arrow where you are seeing unlimited here. So you click on this drop down arrow. Then you can select unlimited. Then you can also select limited. So if you select limited, so that means you are going to select exactly the amount of IPS that you want to make use of. Maybe I'll just say, okay, 1 IPS or 2 IPS. Once you select unlimited, that means you'll be making use of all your IPS. All right. So, but if you select limited, that means you're going to enter how many IPS you want to use. Maybe like 1 IPS or like 2 IPS. Okay. So once you're done, you scroll down. Then the next thing now, then you click on add sub user. So account user created successfully. So as you can see, I've created the account. Okay. I've created the account. So now you go down, it's going to display something like this. Then the next thing now is to click on this random, which is the country. So it's giving you random. So you need to click on it and select the country that you want to work with. Okay. So you're going to click on this drop down arrow. Okay. Then you select the country you want to work with. United Kingdom, GB. Then once you are done selecting that, leave this host the way it is. Host. Leave it the way it is. Okay. Leave the host the way it is. Then you go down. you can select state, or you can select city, or you can select IPS. Okay, so if you want to work with state, with city, or with IPS, so for those who are using the survey, are working with the survey, you can select the IPS, or you can select state, or you can select the city, depend on your choice. Okay, so once you select state, then you come down here to the state, then you select the state like England. Okay, then you go down, so you leave the duration like that, then you go down. Now as you can see, your Proxy has been generated for you down below here. Here it is, everything has been generated here. Okay, now as you can see, here is the host, here is the port, then here is the username, then here is the password. Okay, so those are the things that you need. Now you are going to be copying them one after the other and go straight to your Super Proxy that you download from your Play Store or from your Apple Store. Okay, so now I'm going to copy my host. So you tap on it, you see copy, you click on copy, then you go straight to your Super Proxy app, then you paste. The server is also mean host. Okay, so you paste it there. Then the next thing is port. So you go back to your Proxy, then you copy the port. So you tap on it, then you see copy, then you copy, then you go back to your Super Proxy, then you paste. Okay, so as you can see, if those things are correct, then you'll be seeing green check like this. You'll be seeing green check. But if it's not correct, you see red cross. So the next thing now is to click on this none and select username and password. Then you're going to copy your username, paste it here, and password, and paste it here. So now let me go back to my Proxy. Then I'm going to click on username. Then I'll copy the username. Then go back to my Super Proxy. Then I'm going to paste it. Then I'll go down. The next thing is to go and copy my password and paste the password. So if it is correct, both of them will be showing green check. Okay, but if it's not correct, you see that there will be a red cross. So I'm going to paste the password. Okay, so it's going to load the both of them, and as you can see, the both of them is showing green check. So that means the proxies are correct. Okay, so the password and the username are correct. So now that everything is correct, so the next thing now is to click on this save button at the top. So you click on this save. Okay, so now I'm going to click on save, and it is saved right now. So if I click on start, then my Proxy will start counting, and that means my phone location will now switch from Nigeria to United Kingdom. Okay, but before that, let me go back to my Proxy. Then I'm going to open another tab. Then I'm going to check my location right now by using hua.net to check my IP address. So this is my IP address. Is showing Abuja, Nigeria. So this is my IP address. So now let me go back to my Super Proxy. Then I'm going to click on start. So immediately you click on start, then your Proxy will start counting at the top, as you can see. So that means I've connected. Okay, so if you did not do it right, it will not show connect. If you did not do it right, it will not start counting. So now that it has started counting, as you can see at the top, that means I have connected to United Kingdom. Then the next thing now is to go back to my browser, then go straight to hua.net. Then I'm going to refresh again. Okay, so let me refresh, and let's see if it is going to show United Kingdom. So as you can see, it shows United Kingdom. So right now, as you can see, I have connect to my Proxy by using the IPS. All right, not the GB. So this is the first way that you can connect your IPS on your phone without stress. Okay, so you can now go straight to your Play Store or your Apple Store or your sites or anywhere you want to make use of it and start working. So once you are done, you go back to your Super Proxy and click on stop. So once you click on stop, that means we have stopped the IP. All right, so with this now, your IPS will be deducted. Okay, so not the GB. So this is how to make use of the IPS on your phone. This is the first way. So now let me show you the second way on how to connect the IPS on your phone. But before that, if you have watched to this extent and you are enjoying this video, please kindly help me to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed before. So right now, if I go straight to my IPS again, you see that one IPS will be deducted from the 20 IPS that I have before. As you can see, can you see that? So I now left with 19 IPS. That first one that I connected is still active. Okay, I think that one is going to last me for like 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours before it expired. Okay, so whenever you connect, so it depends if you include limited or unlimited. Okay, then your IPS will be running. Okay, they will debit you and it will be running from this place. So now let me show you the second way on how to connect. So now you're going to click here on your email here. Okay, so click on that place, then it will show you this thing. The next thing now is to click on home page so that it will take you back. Okay, so once it takes you back and you're here, the next thing now is to click on the three line at the left hand side. As you can see, so you click on that place, then it will show something like this. So the next thing now is to go down and click on this download. Click on this download drop down arrow. Okay, click on that, then it will bring get in Android, get on Android, then get it on iOS, get it on Linux, then get it on Mac OS, then get it on Windows. So now we are going to download the app. So since I'm holding Android phone right now, so I'm going to click on get it on Android. Okay, so we're going to download the app. So once you click on it, it's going to process, then it's going to ask you to download for Android or download for iOS. So I'm going to click on download for Android. So file might be harmful, so just click on download anyway. So it is downloaded, it has been downloaded. So I'll click on open the Proxy app, which is Proxy Hub Lite. So that is the name. So we are installing the 9 Proxy and the name of the app is Proxy Hub Lite. So this is how to install the app through their website. Okay, so it will show something like this. Just click on scan or you click on skip. It's because the app is not on Play Store. That is why it's asking all those things. So you don't need to be fair. Just click on skip and skip it. So as you can see, here's the app, Proxy Hub Lite. Okay, so now that you have downloaded the app, you are going to click on it. Then we are going to log in. Okay, so we are going to log in the same login that we are using to log in the Proxy on the web. When you register, the same password, the same details, which is the same email. So you're going to use the same detail to log in on the app. So I'm going to click on login. Then I'm going to enter my username and password. Then I'm going to click on login. So as you can see, it's asking me to save. Okay, then we click on save. Then you click on grant now. Okay, so you click on allow. Then I have login. Okay, so now in case you you cannot remember your username. So now let me show you how to get your username in case you did not remember your username. You come back here, then click on this, your email at the top, then it's going to display something like this. Then you click on my account. So if you click on my account, it will show you this interface. So once it show you this interface, so this is the username you're going to use to log in. So this is my own. No, don't use this. So you see your own. So just copy it from here. Okay, then you enter your password. Okay, so this password that you generated when you're creating the 9Proxy, then you enter it there, then you click on login. So it will take you straight to this place. So down here, you can see Proxy Hub at the down below, Proxy Hub. Then you can see 24 list, then you can see settings. Okay, then now how to connect. Then at the top, you see Proxy list, favorite, and settings. So under the 24 list, you're going to see the Proxy that I connected last time. So it's still active here. So if I want to connect again now, I'll just click on this, then reuse. You see it down below, reuse. Okay, then I'll just click on reuse. Okay, then I'll click on OK. Then it will connect automatically without making use of the Super Proxy again. Okay, so this is the second way to connect to your Proxy. As you can see, it has connected. All right, you see, it has connected. Okay, it has connected. So this is the second way to connect. So whenever you connect, okay, and you are seeing this switch IPS, okay, so don't make use of it. Okay, if you tap on it, they are going to deduct from your IPS. Your IPS will reduce. They will deduct one. So that means you are telling them that, okay, you want to change your IPS. Okay, so they're going to change your IPS for you, and they're going to deduct one from your IPS balance. Okay, so now if you want to select another country you want to work on, like maybe on US, okay, then you come to your Proxy list at the top. Okay, so if you come to a Proxy list at the top, you see different and many countries of Proxy list that you can work with. Okay, you can also search the particular one that you're looking for on the search IP. Then once you search on it, then you click on this box. You click on this box. Okay, then you connect. As simple as that. So those are the two ways to make use of your 9Proxy IPS and connect it on your phone through using the extra app, which is Super Proxy, or using the main app, which is 9Proxy app. Okay, so those are the two ways. So if you find this video helpful, kindly help me to like this video, help me to share this video so that many people will benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed before, and hit on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video update like this. So thank you so much for doing that. See you in my next video.